Welcome to Down South Football Podcast, man. We in the building on a Monday evening, man. Just trying to see how my fellas are doing after this long weekend, man. How y'all doing, man?
I'm doing okay, man. I don't know what happened. I couldn't see the countdown. I didn't get the intro. I didn't get the picture.
Nothing.
It popped in to showtime.
That's how I did it. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. I don't tell me what's going on, man.
Man, you know what I'm saying? You was prepared, man. You was about as prepared as Bama secondary was for. Oh, sorry. Hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm just saying, home sweet home.
I swear, your name is KP. I swear you are King Petty. You just like to start shit. As soon as we get on there,
we ain't even 20 seconds in. 20 seconds in. We can't even get.
I mean, we can't even get started. We can't even get started. He come, King Petty. King Petty.
That was a pretty good one though. It's not too bad. That wasn't too bad.
Dave, how you doing, man? Tuck, how's it going with you, man? Ben already told us how he feeling. I guess he feeling okay, even though he lost 34-28. I think.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. That was one of the ones that was already at L.
So you saying he already gave into it, huh?
Yeah, he already gave.
And that game was over with long before I had a chance to get pissed. So you know what I'm saying.
True.
So I was all right. Like I told y'all that night, I was eating cookies and eating ice cream, my brother. Wasn't even drinking no more.
You always take it a little bit too far. Hey, he always take it a step further. Like here he go talking about he could just say he was over it. No, he gotta tell us he eating cookies and ice cream. We ain't even know all that. Don't ever be my witness in court. I know that before. Don't ever be my witness in court. He go tell it all. No, we wasn't. We was smoking weed though. That was what my
do. One mine though. You know what I'm saying? One mine. Federal employee. One mine. Don't know
man.
Anyway, man. It was a great weekend of college football, man. Great, wonderful. Dave, I expect for you to be happy, man. Alabama A&M pulled it out, and I thought you'd be doing good today.
Hey, man, I'm doing good. I actually had a dang on good weekend. I mean, like, I had a really good weekend. Like, I got 2 dubs on Sunday.
Okay.
I mean, and I really kind of got a dub on Saturday, but, we ain't going to go there. So, I'm good.
Them Eagles undefeated. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man,
hey,
good.
you should be happy about them Eagles being undefeated and everything,
For
man.
now.
They should do well.
Oh, I forgot. The Giants are actually doing good this year. My bad. They 5-1. That's right.
Anyway. Y'all want NFL? Y'all not right now. Anyway, man, Jackson State handled business. Beating Bethune by 40, man. That's a 40 spot. But Grambling State and fam, man, that game was a little bit more interesting than we thought it was gonna be. Them boys got the G back, and some things kind of went into it. They didn't get the W, but they got a G back.
And one step, one step at a time. Okay, one step at a time.
You're right. That's my bad. We got it one step at a time, man. But we're gonna move around a little bit more. We'll come back into some of this, but look, man, we're gonna go ahead and just get out the way. No, we're not gonna. No, let's not do that. Let's talk about Michigan. Do you believe in Michigan now?
Yeah, I really do. I think especially with. I thought Penn State's defense was going to be a whole lot better than what I saw.
Right.
But they had last I looked, I stopped watching the third quarter. They had 320 some yards rushing at the third quarter. I was like, okay, was this part of Coach Hart getting hurt and coming back this week? I was like, man, I didn't expect that. But shout out to Michigan. They were prepared. They hit those. It was hitting those holes pretty good. Harbaugh and I forgot the offensive coordinator name, just that fast. But they were calling some great plays. They were basically running it down their throat, play action, set up a lot of stuff, and they were very dominant. Defense did their job. They finally had somebody. I said, man, that 8-year starter, they couldn't unleash get a W for a change. But I thought he was gonna come in there, cool, calm, and collective, like he's been doing his whole career. But he couldn't manage it out. So, yeah, Michigan's for real.
I mean, I think when you look at Michigan, I've been ringing that bell all year. They're gonna be. You look at the way they non-con set up, it gave them momentum, and now you're looking at what they're doing in the Big Ten. Like I said, I think they're gonna be undefeated until they face Ohio State, and it's gonna be very interesting to see.
Dave, where you at with Michigan?
They can pull it off.
Man, again, I can't. I think that they're a good team. I think they're a darn good team. I mean, they run the ball very, very well. And that's a Harbaugh team, anyways. I mean, he's gonna do that. He's gonna be good in the trenches. But again, I think the ultimate test in their conference is Ohio State. So again, we just kind of have to wait a few more weeks and we'll be able to see how it turn out.
Can I get some love for the youths?
Yes.
Y'all ain't gotta give me no love. You ain't gotta get no love.
You know what? We're gonna give you love because you know what?
That's messed up, man. I get no love for the Utah youth, baby.
In typical US, we said USC was gonna get. We've been saying it for weeks. They're gonna give us one. We didn't know where that one was gonna come from, but we said they was gonna give us one. And there you go.
I didn't know that they were gonna be playing. Had the guy's helmet on the name, the face on the helmet.
I know. I didn't know all that either, man. That was
that was an emotional game. I did not know,
man. I saw that. I was like,
they were dedicating to the last two guys that unfortunately had died when it came to the Utah. When it came to Utah,
ain't no way in the world they finna lose this game. And then Jordan Addison got hurt too, didn't he?
Yeah. He got hurt, but he came back. He came back
right quickly though.
I mean, he came back within a couple plays. The guy was there.
Still.
Okay, then TCU.
Anyway.
TCU, Oklahoma State.
Hey, TCU, baby.
Hey, TCU was down.
I tried to tell you.
A lot early. They were down heavy early. Hey, I think Spencer Sanders, I know this is not a hot take, but I think Spencer Sanders growing up in front of our eyes, man. Yeah. I mean, he went from being a turnover machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went from being a turnover machine to now, I guess that's what I mean by he's growing up in front of our eyes. He's taking care of the ball a whole lot better this year than he did in years past. I mean, that's what I mean by that.
But this is what I'm saying, though. This is why I try at first it did look, it did look abysmal. It looked like, Derrick Mason knew what he was doing. But then in true Derrick Mason fashion, he let some comeback.
What did Derrick Mason do to you?
Not be a good coach?
Not be a good coach. I mean, that's what happened.
Wow, y'all be on me.
Look, cover 4 would never
call a spade a spade.
Cover 4 would never do good with Derrick Mason. Ever.
Okay.
And he still has not learned. But shout out to the Horn Frogs.
Like I said, we just gonna be here for a few minutes.
They still rolling.
Yeah, they still rolling. Hey, man. Who also got some news today, handed down from the SWAC. Prairie View and Southern for the epic fight that they had pregame. If you didn't know, Southern's head coach Eric Dooley used to be coach of Prairie View, and apparently tempers got out of hand. I don't want to show y'all that footage, man, because they got. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna promote the violence like that. But Prairie View, I think they had 11 players suspended for this week, and Southern has 10 suspended for this week. I think one of them, I can't remember which one. They got a $7,500 fine, all that good stuff, man.
Who got $7,500 fine?
The team.
Oh, okay.
I want to say it was Southern.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was one of them. So, hey, man, I'm just saying, man, y'all be safe out there, man. And then I'm not gonna promote that guy's video either because he shot the video and had his hat, and I'm like, no, man. But I'm glad they got it cleared up. I'm glad everybody moving forward, served they 1 week this week, and then we move forward on that. Dave, what's your feelings on that, man?
I mean, I've kind of went back and forth on this. It was definitely an ugly scene, but I mean, this type of stuff happens in football pregame. I mean, it's not the first time that this happened on any level, and it won't be the last time. But it is unfortunate that it did happen with those two schools. But looks like they handled it in house. I mean, SWAC handled it in house. go ahead and fine them, suspend them, and move on. That's it.
Yeah. You got to be able to move on from that part, man. I'm really glad that it wasn't made a big deal out of, because it does happen a lot. But as it seems to be when we're talking about certain schools, certain things are made bigger deal of than some other stuff. We got to move on. But Southern got the win this weekend. Southern was 21. 24. Alcorn, I think, was 17. So shout out to Southern, man, for keep doing that thing down there, man. The human jukebox, as we love to say. And hey, Bayou Classic gonna be on and popping again this year.
No, the events will be on and popping.
Well, I try to give everybody.
But you know what? It is a rivalry game. Yes, anything could happen. So I will. Hugh said today at the teleconference that they are looking like a team. So he's putting it together.
I mean, they did. They did. I mean, they really did. Like how they played against FAM with everything. Like, it really did surprise me. Even though FAM made some mistakes, but and a lot of Grambling fans feel like they were like the one particular play that they didn't get called or they didn't get a call on. But hey, it's stuff happened like that happens. So I don't know what to tell you about it. But I'll tell you this, man.
Before you move off that, circle it. Southern and Jackson play next Saturday. Southern is the lead in their division, and obviously Jackson is the lead in their division. So
is it next Saturday?
It's next Saturday. Book you to the show, man.
Huh?
They want to book you to the show.
What?
Nothing.
What is that? Yeah, it's next Saturday.
Yeah, I think Saint Saturday is Magic City Classic.
Yeah, it's next Saturday, 29th. And then those are both division leaders going at it. So,
and if it wasn't for us trying to get media credentials, I would not be in Birmingham. But go ahead.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, because that's where we will be. And like we were told. We was told by the lady over the hospitality of the city of Jackson, we just need to let her know when we're coming. So, hey, I'm just saying.
They water okay right now.
I mean, see, now you asking questions that I don't have the answer to.
That's important.
It's very important.
We got a whole flat of water to work. We just need to take it with us.
I just need to know what's going on. But speaking of calls that been controversial all weekend long. Like I said, we only gonna be on about 30 minutes, man. We're just doing a little quick little thing. We got some more content coming for y'all real soon. Let's just talk about it, man. It's gonna get out the way.
They're gonna take up all the rest of our time.
No, it's not. I'm not going. I can't let it do that. I cannot let it do that.
Oh man.
Because Ben has already said he's not talking about.
He ready to.
Who?
Being ready to get this thing cracking, lacking.
Before we get in there, shout out to Kentucky. Shout out to Kentucky. Shout out to Syracuse.
Look, and I told, and everybody was looking at me, and then I replayed the show just to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. I did pick Mississippi State to win against Kentucky, but I said it was going to be close, and David going to say, what? Close.
Well, Levis did get banged up.
I was like, and I said, if Levis comes back, it's gonna be close. And I said, the Pirate is known to drop one, but I'm still gonna pick Mississippi State. And I was like, man, I knew I should have picked Kentucky.
Shout out to Oklahoma for bouncing back against Kansas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No comment. They did that. Go from high to a low.
Damn, Bean.
I tried to tell you. Look,
damn, Bean. I wrote that. That's it, Kansas. That's it. Slip it and fell off.
That fairy tale is over. I tried to tell you that fairy tale is over.
Hey.
It was nice while it lasted.
Long we see them in a bowl, they might be better than one. They might be better than another team in the state. However, moving on. Speaking on the other side of the state, we're gonna go to the west side of the state because we want to talk about this. I'm not saying that. You can say that. I'm not gonna say that. We know what the final score was, 52-49. We know who played. No Alabama Tennessee played.
We know who didn't play.
We know what part didn't play. They didn't even show up. They didn't even get off the goddamn bus. But
you still talking?
we let you set it up. We let you set it up.
Are you though?
Am I though? Am I though?
Oh,
okay.
man.
All right. Look, we've been asked about this a lot. Let's just go ahead and get it to Bama, Tennessee. You give me your first thoughts, and then I'll go later. Go ahead. I don't care who goes. Go ahead, go.
I mean, I thought it was a hell of a game. It was a really good game. It was very explosive. It was very Big 12-ish. I really don't see like the referees did kind of make their presence felt. You could see the refs there, but I say it was even. I think the referees did not make Alabama lose this game. Their secondary did. This is an issue, an ongoing issue. This would have. I put it like this. This is what was going to happen if Ewers would have played in Texas. This was going to happen. We saw this coming a mile away. That secondary has to get better. Shout out to everybody talking about Kool-Aid.
There you go.
Yeah. Everybody talking about
Aaron, one of the few that definitely will keep it real.
Kool-Aid did a pretty good job. I think everybody else failed in the secondary. One of the biggest all season gets was Ricks. He got burnt.
Did he even play? I don't think he even played.
They booked. He was in the book.
I ain't know he played.
But I mean, it just fascinates me that with Battle being a fourth? Oh, he didn't play. Fourth or fifth senior, fifth year senior, and yeah, that's why I said okay, he was a special teams. And I think Bama was starting to get that turn of momentum when they made Tennessee get off the field. They made Tennessee get off the field, and the guy touched the ball for the on the punt team.
On the punt, the muff.
Bama has been making mistakes left and right with penalties and turnovers. It's just been terrible. I've never seen this coming from an Alabama team. So that's different. But everything equaled out. They gotta get that secondary together. If they get that secondary together, I think they'll be okay. I just don't think it'll happen this year. People want to blame T. Rob. That's not fair.
No, this has been an ongoing problem for years.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I really think it's time for Saban to do something different with the secondary. That's it. I mean, that's pretty much bottom line. Heisman Hooker is still out there, right? That don't sound right, but but it is what it is.
But you know what though? I'm gonna take a different approach. I mean, I hear what you're saying. So I'm gonna take a different approach. I think that for me, I think they needed to feature Gibbs more in this game because he was eating, man, and he was eating and he was doing his thing in both the pass and the run game. And I just think that I know he dropped the pass late. I know he had to drop late, but I just feel like they needed to. This is me. They felt like they needed to feature him a little more in the game than what they were doing. Because at some point, I felt like you needed to realize, like, look, we need to keep these guys off the damn field because they're gonna score whenever the hell they feel like it. And they didn't take that approach, and it ultimately turned into what it became, and it became into a track meet, and Hyatt definitely showed his worth.
What was Gibbs' numbers? I thought he did pretty good.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They was feeding him, but they could have fed him more to kind of slow down the game. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He had a good game.
I think they did enough.
I ain't even. That was gonna be my next thing. Will Anderson didn't show up at all.
But see, that's what happens with quick passes, right. 4-man rushes, and it was the same route that kept killing them. The doggone slot receiver, you hit 24 carry. That's why I was like, "You sure, man?"
I could have gave him some more.
24 carries. You want him to get what, 30?
They needed to slow the game down, Tuck.
But that's not the offense. That's not the offense, though.
It may not be their offense, but again, they won't run into another offense like this unless they make the playoffs.
No, you got Mississippi State. They
can't do that. Not to that magnitude. Not to that magnitude. They can't. They can't.
Well, talent wise, maybe.
But that's what I'm saying. So they won't see this again, like you said, until later on.
And you got Ole Miss. They got Ole Miss too, don't they?
They don't turn into running. They running the ball more. They not bumped. They not doing this.
You don't think Kiffin gonna toss that thing around?
How you gonna switch up his game in the fourth quarter? I'm saying this year for this season, they've been a running team. So I can't see him getting against Bama and just trying to change up and all of a sudden start trying.
I didn't think Lane would go for it on fourth down on the 25-yard line last year either.
We're not going back there. But okay. What you got, Dave?
It's my turn. I don't know. I really don't know where to start. A couple places I could start. I think I might start here though.
Seconds. Go. They dropped the bomb.
He dropped the bomb on me, baby. So, actually, I thought about what you were saying, Ben. But the boy Gibbs touched the ball 29 times.
He did.
24 rushes, 5 receiving. Yeah. He's not really a slow the game down type of back. Mm-hmm. He ain't really built like that. He's not like a Zeke Elliott type of Mark Ingram, those backs. So when he hits it and gets it, he trying to house it. You know what I mean? He ain't even trying to do that.
I love what I saw out of him. Like to me, he balled his ass off. Like he
couldn't go.
The next piece too is that this is not surprising what I saw from the secondary. I mean, I think that any Alabama fan, anybody that follows Alabama will that logically thinks about football, will say that they've kind of always had some issues back there. They've had some years better than others, but I don't think I've ever seen them give up 52 points. Now, I've seen some high 40s. I don't think I've seen 52. Mm-hmm. But all in all, man, I think it actually was a little closer than what I thought it would have been. To be honest, I knew Bama, of course, being Bama, they're going to fight. I thought that Tennessee, I didn't think they would need 52 points, but I knew they would need 40 something. I thought they could have got them by about 7 to 10 points. Mm-hmm. And then, again, that's the classic thing, when somebody loses, hey, the refs calls penalties. And here's the thing, nobody complained when Hooker on the mesh point, when he fumbled the ball and scoop and score. I guess that's supposed to happen. So I'm not making excuses, man. When you watch football, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the game, a lot of plays, and you can't just can't just say this one call. And sometimes one call is, a little heavier than others. And that last pass interference that they call, that get asked all weekend, was a pass interference. They get 50-50. We all know Bama defensive backs are handsy. We know this. They one of the most handsiest groups there is. Yeah. So I think this year referees are actually calling it. So my thing is, man, no need to cry, don't spill milk. You got another loss. Left in you. Get ready to take it on the chin.
Renard made a great point, though. Renard made a great point. When we were watching the game, Renard said Tennessee's gonna mess up and lose this ball game.
Yeah.
And it was what 20 it was 28-10 then, right?
And it was true, man. You could tell you could tell like they started getting
with they play calling. I was like, y'all,
tell.
Renard said this is a dangerous game
that they playing. Right, and we hold on, we could pull it up like it's in the chat with Renard was like, and they were still up.
I was like, what are they doing? Look, they stopped doing all they mesh concepts as far as running the ball. They stopped doing that straight slot receiver going attacking the safety. They stopped doing all that. And Alabama almost got into the back in this game. But it was like
at one point I texted in one of my other chats. I was like, look, I said these Alabama fans looking calm and these Tennessee fans looking nervous as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, even when it came down to the next to last drive when the guy missed the kick, I'm like, they go down, they got a field goal range. Hey man, but it been I was like, damn, Tennessee, y'all. I'm like, Tennessee, y'all did all of this.
Will Riker has not been on point as he's usually
been. But I was like, with all of that, they still in position to pull this off. They still in position to pull this off. You know. Now, of course, I know some Bama fans would be like, "Oh man, damn field goal kickers." Man, I mean, I know y'all had some struggles with field goal kicking, but
okay,
he got in a position.
Let me go ahead and bring some sensibility back to this. Y'all done went crazy a little bit. Y'all done went crazy. Depends on where you want to start at. I'll just start on some of the stuff that was already in the chat. Where was Will Anderson and Dallas Turner? The MVPs of the game is the MVPs of the game is the Tennessee offensive line.
Yes.
The Tennessee offensive line, because on several plays, Will Anderson was double teamed and triple teamed.
Mm-hmm.
But if your wide receivers can beat the DBs, and you keep the quarterback clean, keep Hooker clean, that's what he did. He stepped in the pocket. There was not many times where he got hit. This is stuff that everything else around it, going back to the football of it.
Right.
Going back to the football of the thing, it's like Dallas Turner and Will Anderson. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to talk football with me, we can talk football. Y'all want to talk fan stuff, y'all go find somewhere else to do that at. Because we're not going to do that here. And all this stuff about what Will Anderson did and what. So do you want it to? I guess y'all want to bench Will Anderson now.
Y'all want to bench? Wait, somebody's actually said that now?
Yeah, benched him.
You already know, man. And you know they call him a golden job. You already know that.
Here's my thing. You call him for golden job. Hold on. Let me say this. You call him for golden job. Who the hell coached the DBs? Everything is golden and everything is Bill O'Brien fault. I'm not saying they not have a problem, but I'm saying is that who coached the DBs? But then I heard 6'1". That's what I'm saying. Like, you got people talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Jabbar. You got people talking about Saban should step down. Dude, it ain't got this.
He don't want to adjust. He not adapting. What the hell? What you mean the man not adapting?
I did see somebody.
Like, that'd be the craziest stuff. When you hear him start talking about that, you be like, this man has adjust. What do you mean? Okay.
Bring this
Y'all
back.
Really going left.
Bringing this back. Talk about Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid was on the target at one time.
That's it.
Right.
But y'all want to say, everybody want to say the whole secondary. How about just give Josh Heupel some credit for scheming? That's the part that nobody wants to talk about that. Now I hear from my guys that I'm talking to that talk real ball. Nobody wants to talk about the fact of the receivers and that Tennessee was without their best receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Jalen is a burner, man, and they got that matchup against the safety. It's many coaches been breaking this film down about how they did it. That doesn't mean that Helms is trash. It just means it was a bad matchup because that's what football is.
Matchups, baby.
Football is matchups. The coaching stuff, look, I understand about Pete Golding. I get it where people coming from. I get it. But I'm just saying a lot, y'all so quick to say Golding, but not anybody else. And who has stopped Tennessee this year?
Nobody.
And to your point, Bernard, I'm gonna let you keep going, but to your point, that their offensive line truly held their own. They held their own, man, and I think a lot of people want to not pay attention to that. You know, I mean, they do.
Well, that's why I said the triple team on. The triple team on Will Anderson, double team and triple team. Also on the other side, but hookup pocket was clean, except for the one pass that he got really hit on. But like, who y'all want to blame this on though? That's what I'm saying. Like, who y'all want to blame this on? Like, it's not a blame. It's football. It's scheme. It's coaching. It's matchups. It's everything that goes into it. There was mistakes made. How about nobody want to talk about the 17 penalties?
Oh my God!
If you're looking at it from an Alabama side.
That's two games they got more than 15 penalties. That is two of their biggest games.
They got beat, but guess what? You're still in the West. You didn't lose the West game. SEC championship is still there. You know, but there's nothing up front. I heard today. I'm not gonna say it, but they were just like, the talent is not there.
What?
Nah, you can't cry that now.
Hold on. What you mean I can't cry that? Compared to what they've had over the years, I'm talking about bringing it closer. Bringing it closer. Stop it.
I'm saying
outside of Will Anderson, who do you fear on defense?
I'm saying as far as when you start talking about
answer that question though. Answer that question.
When you talk about Bama, they're recruiting. I mean, I'm not saying you.
I'm not saying you
in general.
I said talent. I'm talking about the overall talent. So, is there a Minka Fitzpatrick out there?
That's right. Is there a Landon Collins there?
Who you feel on offense outside of Bryce and Gibbs?
They ain't got no Bryce, you ain't got no
Gibbs
Cooper
and Will Anderson.
You ain't got no Ruggs. You ain't got no Cooper, Ruggs, Smith. I mean,
I'm not saying they're not talented. I'm not saying they're not talented. I'm saying, who do you fear?
You don't fear nobody.
I mean,
Mickey got burnt. Mickey got
burnt. I'm saying as far as like different names, these high names that they've always used to have, where is the difference? Didn't we tell you that gap they're getting closer? And sometimes you just got bad matchups, man.
Right.
You got bad matchups. And like Brian said, very young, undisciplined, immature. And those things, like my boy Cole said, those things are not fixed in the middle of the season.
Nope. They're not.
They're not.
And when you have multiple games like this, yeah, they're not.
I'm just saying, that's it.
We know what Dave at with it.
Yeah, David's done with it.
We already know what David.
They called 2 or 3 losses for Bama this year.
Yeah, I saw it. When listen, man, if that offense don't have nobody that can stretch that field,
right,
and I can keep everything. Every time they make a catch, I can make a kick. I can make a tackle. That type. I mean, they gonna score points because you got Bryce.
Right, Bryce is elite. Bryce is who he is.
I mean,
right? Yeah.
He's going around doing this Kyler Murray impression, but I mean, you know, I mean, he keep taking. That's kind of what I see when I watch the play. I see
it was a couple of plays like. Tennessee defense, secondary, they did a pretty good job down the field. I think that defensive line and some of the linebackers, when Bryce just stopped on the dime and he just let them fly right by, I'm like, bruh, break down.
You can only cover a wide receiver for so long, and then he back on.
And then I think I saw one of the comments asking about Bama, like, what could they have done with Hyatt? I mean, the thing is, it was all about, again, we talk about matchups. If Hyatt is running full speed, 15 yards, and nobody touches him, what y'all think is going to happen? And then you got a DB that's just doing back trots. Bruh, and then most of the time, Saban was running like a cover 1 robber, sometimes a cover 2 robber, and they just got caught up in the mix. It's 1-on-1 with that safety. It's done.
Some things are football.
Mm-hmm.
This is the stuff that absolutely frustrates me. It's like talking everything, but we ain't talking about the ball. Talking about the refs, talking about all this other stuff. Let's talk about the ball, not about this other stuff. I'm talking about the real ball.
Yeah, right.
Not that they did this, they did that. No. Bottom line is, everybody want to talk about the DBs and come down on them. And you know what? Somebody gonna be in my inbox. That's fine. Come with it. Bottom line is, Then I heard today small cornerback. What 6'1" and 6'2"?
6'1", 6'2". Then you got Battle and Malachi probably the shorter one back there.
And but at some point, man, football is not gonna be about that. I know Bama is mad, but bruh, they won once in 15 years.
It was going to happen.
It was eventually going to happen. I mean, and that's one of them. That ain't got nothing to do with. That's just look. It was going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Look, finally, these McDonald's sacks finally paid off. Okay,
and Tennessee has improved anything.
Do y'all realize the offensive minds that they're about to encompass over the next couple of weeks?
Boy,
you got the Pirate and Lane.
Yeah,
back to back.
Still,
I mean, so you got the Pirate first. You got a bye week, then Lane, right?
Yeah.
So Lane basically got 3 weeks to prepare for you. Yeah, this week.
Well, he has last week this week though. So he got.
I'm gonna count last week. I'm gonna count Tennessee week. He got Tennessee tape, right?
You can count last week too because hell, they ain't have to do nothing but run the ball.
That's all they do, run the ball.
So I mean, you got about 3 weeks worth of good tape, good solid tape, man. It can get good.
So breaking it down even more, let's understand that sometimes, man, it's just matchups. It's not like this is the start of like a 4-game. I've heard everything. He's losing it. Blah, blah. Dude, this is football, man. It's just sometimes something is better than you on a given day at a given position where you're not as strong.
Let me say they spoil. Go ahead. They spoil. That's what.
I
say.
But what has Tennessee proven yet? That's what I'm saying. Like Tennessee still got to play Georgia in a couple weeks.
They still got to play Georgia in a couple weeks.
So they can still lose and then not even go to the damn championship game. Bama lost and can still go to the championship game.
I gotta say Jabari because he does not like nobody calling him his Jabari. He's not like nobody calling him his real name. But so check this out. He made a great post the other day. And it was like, okay, we can see a scenario of in the college football playoff that we might see 4 SEC teams.
I definitely see 1 with 3.
Shake out.
I can definitely see 1 with 3.
Ole Miss loses to Bama. Georgia loses to Tennessee. And then Alabama wins the SEC championship game and then gets Georgia, they won loss. That's the top 4 teams. That's crazy. I thought about it, but I was like, man, that could possibly happen. I'm just saying.
It could possibly happen. It's possible, not probably.
Everything is possible, but sticking to this game, sticking for this game right here. Bottom line is this game came down to matchups. You knew what was going on. You got to give Hendon Hooker and Josh Heupel credit for what they did and how they did it in the football aspect of it. You can see it broken down by many other coaches that got access. Brooks already broke. Our boy Brooks that covers Georgia. He's already done broke it down. He already done broke it down on and everything. Mm-hmm. Like I keep hearing everything except for football. I get there were bad calls. I get it. Terrible calls. You can say that. You can say about whatever you want to say about the pass interference. What about the other 50 points?
No, I'm about to say, but a lot of people, even people that's in the know, man, Renard, a lot of people don't want to accept the key fact of what you keep saying, that this was one of those times where Heupel and his staff, they had a great game plan and they executed the game plan and it worked. And it's just like, and even though it worked, because Bama was Bama still had the opportunity to finish this game off. But I mean, they still had even as good as we can hype up Tennessee and as good as Tennessee played in this game, Bama still had a chance to finish this game off and win it. So because everybody, because they are who they are.
Even with some of the quote unquote weaknesses they have,
right?
Bama still got some good strengths. You know, you got McClellan, you got tight end. Was it
Lato?
Thank you. Yeah,
Lato.
Thank you. You have him to stretch the field. You still got weapons. Bryce is still a return. Is still a Heisman Trophy.
And playing at a Heisman level.
So here's the thing. Like, I wasn't expecting a back down. I wasn't. It was just blah when you know that last drive. I think it was the last drive before the the field goal or one of the drives where they didn't run enough time off the clock. And then it was another play with Gibbs in that play. Gibbs catches that first down.
No, he catches that first down. He drops it. He drops it.
Look, we gonna. What we need to do is, man, look. We need everybody on here right now. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. All of my Facebook people. I know Arian. I know you are subscribed, but hey, few of y'all, we on the road to 2K. We on the road to 2,000. Okay, so 2,000 on YouTube, and whatever else y'all want to talk about, man, just hit us up, drop it in there. But we were just gonna come on here for a few minutes and just talk a little bit about some of the stuff from this weekend, man. Make sure you download HBCU Plus. Like we said, some great SWAC games coming on that we've already talked about. Congratulations today, Alabama A&M still rolling. Alabama State still won. So
3 in a row.
I got you, man. Look, we're gonna be back here soon. We're gonna be back up on here soon. So hey, y'all be on the lookout for us. And I know if nothing else, come back Thursday night. Man. We'll be here in a prediction show. Jabari, I expect to see you Thursday night too, also, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. But hey, subscribe to us on YouTube, DSLpodcast.com. You can catch us on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get us at, man. So make sure y'all type in, man. Turn in those notifications. Y'all got anything else, fellas?
We good, man.
Hey, look at this right here.
What is it? What? Doing about a quarter hand.
Hey, Smooth.
It's off me now.
Hey, Smooth. You be the main one calling me.
Hey, that's little day, homeboy.
I told him this Bama team got 2, if not 3. I'm gonna say 2.
You're 33% of the way there.
Hey, man, but we appreciate y'all, man, for everything. Please continue to rock with us, man. Whatever y'all want to see, whatever y'all want to talk about, we got some more guests and more stuff coming, man. Y'all already know how it is. So, especially coming up with Georgia and Bama and all this other kind of stuff like that. So, took you a fool, man. Them boys got you, Dave. If y'all ain't got nothing else, man, y'all. Oh boy, we know.
Get it right. If you gonna say it right.
I mean,
0-3.
0-3. If you gonna say it right.
Remember what I asked you, Ben, right before this thing. Remember what I asked you? I said, do you think it's a chance that Florida State can lose all 3 of these games? You said you thought you were gonna win 1.
Well, we know what happened in Raleigh, that was the one.
I think Ben just like to say stuff to get T-shirts.
No, I mean, you go back. Look, we ain't gonna rehash the North Carolina State game again. The game was there.
Please don't. Please don't. And anything y'all want to know about, man, anything y'all want to talk about, man, but make sure you tune in Thursday because, of course, Thursday we giving away somebody that's going to challenge us as a group with the picks. You want to win a little money in your pocket. That's only if you subscribe to YouTube, though. If you subscribe to YouTube, you can get on there, man. But if nothing else, fellas, we up out this thing, man, and we'll holler at y'all later on. We'll see y'all in a little bit, man.
All right.
Peace.